Hello everyone, this is Pranshi Verma. In today's session, we will discuss EC8701 antennas and microwave engineering multiple choice question and answer for your upcoming examination 2021. And in today's session, we will cover Unit 4 passive and active microwave devices. Okay, let's begin the session. First question is a pin diode consists of blank space number of semiconductor layers. Here, correct answer is option A 3. A pin diode consists of three number of semiconductor layers. Okay, and what is pin diode? Pin diode is a p-type intrinsic and n-type diode consisting of narrow layer of p-layer semiconductor and a narrow layer of n-type semiconductor material with a thicker region of intrinsic or very lightly n-doped semiconductors sandwiched between them. Okay, so in this way p-type, intrinsic and n-type layer. Correct answer is option A 3. A pin diode consists of three number of semiconductor layers. Next question. The material out of which pin diode is made is correct answer is option A silicon. Silicon is the semiconductor normally used because of its power handling capability and it offers high resistivity for the intrinsic region. But depending on the applications, these days GaAs is also used in fabricating pin diodes. Okay, so correct answer is option A silicon. Silicon material is used in pin diode, a major label, but nowadays GaAs is also used. Okay, next question. The behavior of a pin diode is entirely different from normal diodes at all frequency of operations. This statement is true or false? This statement is true because pin diode acts as a ordinary diode at frequency up to about 100 MHz. At high frequencies, it stops to rectify and then acts as a variable resistance. Okay, so the statement the behavior of a pin diode is entirely different from normal diodes at all frequency of operation. This statement is true. Next question. The junction resistance and capacitance of the intrinsic region in a pin diode are connected blank space in the equivalent circuit of pin diode. Correct answer is option B parallel. The junction capacitance Cj and junction resistance Rj of a pin diode are connected in a parallel mode in the equivalent circuit of a pin diode. Okay, the package resistance and package capacitance are connected in series to these junction parameters. Okay, so don't be confused in this question. The junction resistance and capacitance of the intrinsic region in a pin diode are connected in parallel manner in the equivalent circuit of pin diode. Okay, next question. When pin diode is used as a switch, the expression for insertion loss of the switch is given by correct answer is option A 10 log in bracket P naught divided by PL. Okay, insertion loss of a switch is defined as the ratio of incident power applied to the load when switch is absent to the actual power delivered to the load. Okay, and mathematically is mentioned by 10 log in bracket P naught divided by PL. Okay, next question. Under ideal conditions, when a pin diode is used as a switch, the switch must have blank space insertion loss in the on state. Here, correct answer is option B 0. Okay, listen to me very carefully. Under ideal condition, when a pin diode is used as a switch, the switch must have zero insertion loss in the on state. Okay, ideally when pin diode is used as switch, the switch should have zero insertion loss in the on state and infinite attenuation in the off state. Okay, these are ideal conditions. Just learn it very well. But practically a good operating switch must have low insertion loss. Okay, next question. Silicon and germanium are called blank space semiconductors. Correct answer is option B indirect gap. Silicon and germanium are called indirect gap semiconductors because the forbidden energy gap for silicon and germanium are respectively 1.21 electronic volt in silicon Si and 0.79 electron volt in germanium. Okay, silicon and germanium are called indirect gap semiconductors because the bottom of the conductor band doesn't lie directly above the top of the valence band. Okay. So in this way, silicon and germanium are called indirect gap semiconductors. Okay. Next question. GaAs is used in fabrication of gun diode because correct answer is option D, less forbidden energy gap. In GaAs, the conduction band lies directly above the top of the valence band. Okay. The lowest energy conduction band in GaAs is called as primary valley. And GaAs consists of 6 secondary valleys. In GaAs, the bottom of one of the secondary valley is at an energy difference of 0.35 electronic volt with the bottom of the primary valley in conduction band. Okay, so in this way GaAs is used in the fabrication of gun diode because less forbidden energy gap present in GaAs. Okay. Next question. The frequency of oscillation in gun diode is given by, correct answer is option A, B, domain velocity divided by L, effective length. Okay. So frequency of oscillation in gun diode is given by B divided by L. Next question. In a gun diode oscillator, the electron drift velocity was found to be 107 semi per second and the effective length is 20 microns. Then the intrinsic frequency is, guys this is 2 marks and 1 marks question. यहाँ पर आपको intrinsic frequency find करनी है, कुछ data given है. So how to solve this question? This question is very easy because the intrinsic frequency for a gun oscillator is given by drift velocity was found to be 107 semi per second and the effective length is 20 microns. Then the intrinsic frequency is, guys this is 2 marks and 1 marks question. यहाँ पर आपको intrinsic frequency find करनी है, कुछ data given है. So how to solve this question? This question is very easy because the intrinsic frequency for a gun oscillator is given by BD divided by L. In this formula, BD is the drift velocity and L is the effective length. Okay. Now substituting the given values in the above equation, this one, and find the intrinsic frequency. And guys जब आप इसमें values डालेंगे इस तरह से आपका कुछ क्वेश्चन बनेगा 107 डिवाइड बाय 20 एंड आप इसको सॉल्व कीजिए. ओके गाइस, तो आप इसको सॉल्व करेंगे तो आपका आंसर आएगा 5 गीगाहर्ट्ज. ओके. Next question. To prevent an impart diode from burning, a constant bias source is used to maintain blank space at safe limit. Correct answer is option A, average current. To prevent an impart diode from burning, a constant bias source is used to maintain average current at safe limit. Because avalanche multiplication is a cumulative process resulting in rapid increases of carrier's density. To prevent the diode from burning due to this increased carrier density, a constant bias source is used to maintain average current at safe limit. Okay, so in this way, to prevent an impart diode from burning, a constant bias source is used to maintain average current at safe limit. Okay. Next question. The number of semiconductor layers in impart diode is, correct answer is option C, 4. Impart diode consists of 4 layers according to the construction. It consists of a P plus region and N plus layers at the two ends. Okay, and in between these layers, a P-type layer and an intrinsic region is sandwiched. Okay, so P plus region and N plus region and N plus layers, and in this towards P-type layer and an intrinsic region. Okay, so they will be 4. So the number of semiconductor layers in impart diode is 4. Next question. The resonant frequency of an impart diode is given by, correct answer is option A, BD divided by 2L. Because the resonant frequency of an impart diode is given by the expression BD divided by 2L. Here BD is the carrier drift velocity and L is the length of the intrinsic region in the impart diode. Okay, correct answer is option A. Next question. If the length of the intrinsic region is impart diode is 2 micrometer and the carrier drift velocity are 107 semi per second, then the drift time of the carrier is, correct answer is option B, 2 multiplication 10 to the power minus 11 seconds. Okay, just आपको formula use करके solve करना है and your answer will be 2 multiplication 10 to the power minus 11 second. Next question. If the length of the intrinsic region in impart diode is 2 micrometer and the carrier drift velocity are 100 semi per second, then the nominal frequency of the diode is, correct answer is option B, 25 gigahertz, because the drift time of the carrier is defined as the ratio of length of the intrinsic region to the carrier drift velocity. Now substituting the given values in the drift time of the carrier is 2 multiplication 10 to the power minus 11 seconds. Okay. Next question. Tunnel diode can be used as an active device because its negative resistance region is used. Okay. My dear students, this is very important question. Tunnel diode can be used as an active device because its negative resistance region is used. Okay. Next question. Impart diode employ impact ionization technique, which is a noisy mechanism of generating charge carriers. This statement is true or false? This statement is true because impart devices employ impact ionization techniques, which is too noisy. Hence, in order to achieve low noise figure, impact ionization is avoided in various diodes. The minority injection is provided by punch through the intermediate region. Okay. In this way, impart diodes employ impact ionization technique, which is a noisy mechanism of generating charge carriers. This statement is true. Next question. If the critical field in a gun diode oscillator is 3.2 kilowatt per semi and effective length is 20 microns, then the critical voltage is, correct answer is option B, 6.4 volt. Okay, because critical voltage of a gun diode oscillator is given by the expression is I, E and C. Okay, where I is the effective length and EC is the critical field. Now substituting the values given in the question. Okay, and after substituting the values in this equation, you got the answer 6.4 volts. Okay. Next question. Bipolar junction transistors have blank space 1 divided by F characteristics, hence making them suitable for oscillators. Correct answer is option B, low. Bipolar junction transistors have low 1 divided by F characteristics, hence making them suitable for oscillators, because bipolar junctions transistors have very low 1 divided by F noise, and 1 divided by F noise is nothing but thermal noise. Okay, hence BJTs are not very temperature and can be used at high temperature applications as well. Next question. Silicon junction transistors are used as amplifiers at frequency range of about, correct answer is option B, 2 to 10 gigahertz, because silicon junction transistors have unconditional stability as a two-port device at a wide range of frequencies. They are more suitable as amplifiers in the frequency range of about 2 to 10 gigahertz. Junction transistors, when used as oscillators, are used in the frequency range of about 20 gigahertz. Okay, so in this way, correct answer is option B, 2 to 10 gigahertz. Next question. With the increase in the operating frequency of a BJT, the S22 parameter of the transistor, correct answer is option B, decreases, because with increase in the operating frequency of the transistor, S22 parameter of the transistor decreases, because S22 parameter signifies the voltage reflected back to the port 2, and S22 parameter has a value of about 0.93 at 0.1 gigahertz frequency and 0.33 at 4 gigahertz frequency. Okay, so in this way frequency is decreases to 0.93 to 0.33. Okay, so correct answer is option B. With the increase in the operating frequency of a BJT, the S22 parameter of the transistor decreases. Next question. The hybrid pi model of a BJT is useful for analysis at all frequency ranges and variation of other transistor parameter. This statement is true or false? This statement is true because The capacitance Cc in the hybrid pi model is small and can be neglected. This has the effect of making the S12 parameter of the BJT equal to 0, implying that the power flows only in one direction through the device. So in this way, the hybrid pi model of a BJT is useful for analysis at all frequency range and variation of other transistor parameter. This statement is true. Next question. If a common emitter configuration BJT is treated as a two-port network, the gain of the amplifier is roughly given by the S parameter. Here correct answer is option C, S21, because when a BJT is represented as a two-port network where the base is port 1 and collector is port 2. Okay. Gain of the amplifier is given by the parameter S21. This parameter drops quickly with an increase in the operating frequency. Next question. Short circuit current gain of BJT is given by the expression. Correct answer is option C, Gm divided by C. Here, short circuit current gain of BJT is defined as the ratio of output collector current to the input base current, assuming the base resistance to be 0. The frequency at which the short circuit current gain of the amplifier is unity is called upper frequency limit. Okay. In this way, here correct expression is option C, Gm divided by C. Gm divided by C. Okay. Next question. If the S11 and S22 parameters of a common emitter operator BJT is high, so there is mismatch in the ports, because S11 and S22 parameter of a two-port network signify the amount of signal to the same port that is excited by the source. A high value of these values imply that these ports are not impedance matched properly. Okay, so in this way there is mismatch in the ports. Correct answer is option B. Next question. The S21 parameter of a HJT increases with increase in the operating frequency of the transistor. This statement is true or false? This statement is false, because BJT is a current controller device. Output collector current is controlled by the input base current. If the input base current is increased, the collector current also increases. Okay, so the S21 parameter of a HJT increases with increases in the operating frequency of the transistor. This statement is false. Next question. Microwave tubes are grouped into two categories depending on the type of. Correct answer is option A, electron beam filled interaction. Okay, because microwave tubes are grouped into two categories depending on the type of electron beam filled interaction. They are linear or O beam and cross filled or the M type tube. Microwave tubes can also be classified as oscillators and amplifiers. Okay. Next question. The klystron tube used in klystron amplifier is a blank space type beam amplifier. Correct answer is option A, linear beam. Okay. Because in klystron amplifier, the electron beam passes through two or more resonant cavities. The first cavity accepts as RF input and modulates the electron beam by launching it into high density and low density regions. Okay. Next question. The production of power at high frequencies is much simpler than production of power at low frequencies. This statement is true or false? This statement is false, because as frequency increases to the millimeter and sub-millimeter ranges, it becomes increasingly more difficult to produce even moderate power with solid-state devices. So microwave tubes become more useful at these higher frequencies. Okay. So this statement, the production of power at higher frequencies is much simpler than production of power at low frequencies, is false. Next question. GAS, MESFET, metal semiconductor field effect transistor are one of the widely used categories of FETs. This statement is true or false? This statement is true. Okay. Next question. Advantages of using GAS in MESFET as compared to use of silicon is. Correct answer is option B. They have higher mobility. They have higher mobility because the desired high gain and noise feature of this transistor are a result of high electron mobility of GAS compared to silicon and the absence of short noise in them. Okay. Next question. The upper threshold frequency of an FET where short circuit gain is unity is given by, correct answer is option A, GM divided by 2 pi CGS. Okay. The upper threshold frequency is dependent on the factor GM associated with the current generator of the small signal equivalent circuit. Okay, and here CGS is the capacitance measured between the gate and source terminals. Okay. Okay guys, now let's wind up the session. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching this video. Please share this video with your friends and subscribe to my channel for more updates. Wish you very all the best for examination. Thank you.